safety. It's job one. You think Fluffy says that at the beginning of every day with his crew? I think Fluff's from my safety shirt. Today, safety is serious business. I'm gonna get started here. I'm using Prix de Provence 63. Doesn't go with this outfit. I say that, but you know, Fluffy looks tough. You got a tough jobby, but he's a sensitive soul. So I think even wearing all this, I can use Prix de Provence 63. Beautiful smelling soap. We're using a Paladin. This is a Oscar. I was looking at the shape because I know it's Oscar Noir, and I didn't know which is the shape and which is the color, but it's a pretty brush. So I just soaked, not soaked, but I had this blooming while I was in the shower. But I got all of my safety gear on today because I'm gonna need it. If you were a long-time viewer of my videos, which I think very few of you are, back in the day, before I learned about, what else do I have out here? They're all put away. The Occam Orin single edge razor, the Blacklands Vector single edge razor, which are both very good, easy to use shavers, razors. I'm gonna have to take this off. I can't rinse very well with this on. I'm a little concerned. Like I said, I need all of the safety help I can get. Now I gotta fix my do for the big screen. Just wetting down my face here. For a long time, the Big Daddy, and I guess it still is, was the Asylum, which tells you something right there, RX. I'll show it to you. Don't worry, I'll show it to you. We're gonna use it all morning here. But it is a beast. I've told this story before. It was back when I was just starting out. Well, not just starting out, but I don't even know if I had using a single edge razor at that point. I don't think I had. And Barber Dave, now that I think back on it, might have been a bit cruel when he said, "Hey, I'll send you mine to borrow." It did come with safety instructions, a warning. He called it a straight edge razor on a stick. And be very careful. And yeah, it's a beast. It weighs about 10 pounds. Has a decent amount of blade exposure. It will give you an ultra close shave if you dare to take part. Anyhow, switching from using a single edge, as any of you that use single edge know, after DE, just the stiffness of the blade for people that enjoy it is just a godsend. You just get a much better shave with it. Anyhow, here it is. Look at this thing. I know you can't see the weight, but this is all solid. I mean, it is plenty heavy. The blade is in there. That might be part of the problem. For most of its life, it has used a feather Pro Guard blade in it. This is a Schick Pro Line, which is the perfect blade to use with the Blacklands Vector razor. That's a perfect combo. With this, without the Pro Guard on it, raises, I don't know if you can see the blade in there. It's got, I mean, you got that guard bar, but with the weight, and there's a decent amount of gap in there, you gotta be careful. And I got my vest on too, the shirt, the vest. I hope nothing hits the head. Anyway, so I pulled this out yesterday, mostly out of laziness. because every other razor I had out had reached the end of its lifespan for the blade that was in it. And I got two decent weepers on the neck that didn't just stop with the first rinse. And today my initial instinct would be to go with something I had no problem with. 5 minutes in, I'm not even shaving. You guys miss Gear Noir from the Shaving Cottage. He used to put out weekly videos. That dude would talk and talk. He'd go for 35 minutes for a 5-minute shave. Bless your heart, Gear. You just got a new job. Good luck, buddy. Anyhow, let's get started. I just decided last minute, saying, you know what? We're going to make this work. It made me feel a little ridiculous, because I could only shave with this a few days in a row, just because it will take off. It does some exfoliation no matter what you do. At least for me. And but I could shave with it maybe 4 or 5 days in a row. Usually I just do a couple maybe, but I'd use this thing all the time. And like I said, for single edge, Occam Orange and the Blacklands Vector have become my go-tos. Just because I don't need a challenge every time I shave. And they shave beautifully, and you hardly have to think about anything. And what I will say, this is down here in the neckle area, is where those weepers were right there. Not to degrade anybody or anything, but you don't really need much skill for those razors. Or at least, hopefully everybody has a razor like that. For my face and my technique and all that, those are the combos where, you know, you could do it blind and without soap and still have a fine shave and stuff like that. So, but I think, you know, there's some technique that gets lost. That whole thought of, like, when you first started to traditional shave and you had to learn no pressure, no pressure. Just when you think you're shaving with no pressure, you're still not. And then it becomes secondhand. Well, then you find you pay more than 20 bucks for a razor. You can get ones whose design, and you find the right blades and all that stuff, and you find a combo that's much more forgiving. And get a little, obviously the technique slips, because you got margin for error built in. So you can see, I'm not like just get this over. We're gonna get a good ultra smooth BBS out of it. But I'm determined. We're gonna think about this. Look at this. Just let the blade do the work. Down there on the neckle, got some super strong hairs and some super sensitive skin. So far so good. I think it would be that first pass, that downward, where I would have gotten them. Anyway, I was determined to, it's like, we can do this. I know how to do this. Anyway, so far so good. Thanks for the shirt, Fluffy. I think I needed it. And I won't go through the whole thing on camera, but I also got, for Christmas, this is the only one I got. My wife got me a Creed Viking. It's the only Creed that to me, for my proclivities, would be worth the money. But I got this free sample of this new Viking Colgone that I'm gonna finally use today to see how it compares. Which almost doesn't matter because for the price, I don't know that I'm going to be getting any more Creed bottles. I can tell that it's, so I need to, I just wanted to be able to accomplish this. This might be the last. I think this is shave number 4 with this blade on here. Normally a single edge blade, I'll get up to 6 shaves. But, you know, there's no reason to put yourself through anything you don't have to. So I think I will go back. I'll just ditch this one and put a Pro Guard in there. I found the same thing with the Feather SS. Feather Pro Guard. There's the blade for me for that one. I tried the Schick, and that the reason I tried the Schick is because it with the Vector razor, it is just a beautiful combination. So I thought maybe it could take over for the Pro Guard blade in other razors. Nope. Just very interesting when you get more, have enough experience to notice those types of things. And I always thought that was nuts when I first started. The guys would be like, I use this blade for this razor, this blade for that razor. Don't know what it is. But I was saying on the third pass, I could feel almost like, you know, when you cut your hair and it feels cooler because you got less, you know, more heat is escaping, almost like it felt cooler on my face because I could scrape a layer of skin off or something. But we did good. Look at that, no weepers. Beautiful. So the old alum block. Woo woo. Got some stuff over here. That is still, that's the only way to do that. That razor, you must concentrate. When I'm even shaving with the grain, I'm holding up on it a little bit. Like, you let the weight of this thing go without the perfect blade in there, and even that's too much. You can't let the full weight of that razor do the work. You guys with tougher skin, that would be sweet. If you could just use that razor and like not be concerned. I don't know, you could have BBS for days off of one super close shave with that. There's that Geo Fatball. I think he stopped making videos years ago. He's one of the first guys I watched. That guy had skin of steel. I'd love to see him shave with this thing. Alrighty, rinse the alum off. What's going on? It's a Saturday morning. There's Lemon. Sunny day out. Temperature has been like near perfect at the house here, like mid 70s. Make some coffee, make some breakfast. Sit out on the deck for breakfast. That's my favorite. I'll be very sad when the temperature goes down low enough that can no longer have breakfast out on the deck. It's been a while since a video. I'm sitting here thinking what I do. I guess I'm pretty much done for the video. Did the Thayers. I'll do the Nivea. Still sticking with the 2-in-1. I'm just down to the dregs here. Got the little Aquanaut in there still. What was I saying? Oh, you know, because normally now I would like brush my teeth and stuff like that. We've talked about that before. Ain't nobody wants to see that. Tomorrow, from the Shaving Cadre, got Kyle, got Chad. Their wives are in the city right now. Get to meet up with them for dinner. That's pretty cool. That'll be my first time meeting anybody in person from the Shaving Cadre. And it's been, what, over 3 years or something? They were going to do a meetup a while back in Vegas, but then the COVID. So there we go. That's it. It's a weekend. I'm not in a rush. I still got to do my personal things off camera, the brushing on all that stuff. So I will, I'm going to have enough time. I'm going to use the Parasso talc. If you haven't seen that, this is my talc brush, just the repurposed soft synthetic brush. I'll use the talc, and then I'll get some Viking Colgone on. It'll be a beautiful day. See you on the farm.